You know, there's no doubt that specific athletes or rules have changed certain sports forever. People like Billie Jean King or Jackie Robinson. Well, now there's a new illustrated book that highlights these heroes, and it's all put together by a couple of people who live here in the Queen City. So let's check in right now with Ariana Broerman, who is the co-author of the book, They Changed the Game. Ariana, thank you so much for talking to us this morning.
Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the fact that you are widely known for your art and design. So how did this book come about?
Yeah, so my husband and I have been designers for about 20 years now, and we've always been interested in creativity, and specifically creativity beyond just artistic talent. And what does that mean? It's a different way of thinking. It's a different way of approaching problems. So with that in mind, we decided to create this book. A couple of years ago, we were actually talking about Tiger Woods and the impact that he has had on sports, and how because of the way that he was training, because of the way that he played the game, it completely transformed golf. And courses were made more difficult, and other competitors had to start training in a different way to keep up. And that idea really interested us. What other athletes have had that same kind of impact on their sports or on society, on the world as a whole? And over our 20 years as designers, we've come to know so many incredible artists and illustrators, and we just thought this could be a really interesting and cool collaborative project to bring together and to tell these stories as we started to kind of research what other athletes have had the same impact.
Sure, and so you also not only tell these stories, but you bring a variety of art styles to this conversation. So talk a little bit about how you decided which of the many different looks you bring went with each athlete.
Yeah, so we commissioned artwork from artists all over the world. My husband has art that's in the book, and then also 21 other artists. And it was really important for us to have a broad range of different styles. In the stories themselves, there are lighthearted, fun, quirky stories. Some of the stories are more serious, and it was important for us to have the artwork reflect the tone of the stories. And also a lot of the artists that we worked with around the world are huge sports fans themselves. So one of our artists from Australia, he's a huge basketball fan. And so we wanted him to be excited about creating illustrations of Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal. We have a local artist who created a beautiful portrait of Doug Allison, a catcher for the Reds, and he's a huge Reds fan. So it was fun to collaborate with these artists and to match them up with pieces that would be good for their style.
Well, it looks like a great piece of work. So for folks who want to get their hands on this, how do they go about doing that?
Yeah, so the book is They Changed the Game, and it's available on our website, theychanged.com. And it's 50 stories and illustrations that go through all kinds of different sports. There's something in there for everybody, and it's a beautiful, inspiring book.
It looks like it, Ariana. Thank you so much for sharing it with us and talking to us about it this morning.
Thanks so much.